Okay, everybody, I want to thank you all for coming out tonight on this wonderful day. Just 6 days before we turn the system back on for our network, which is going to happen next Monday. So I'm very excited about that. But I've got a lot to share with you tonight. So this is really exciting, especially for those people watching this presentation for the first time. Just got a couple questions for you. Well, really one main question. If you save more than you pay, will you continue to pay? And I want you to think about that question all throughout this presentation, okay? If you save more than you pay, will you continue to pay? Okay? And just a statement to go along with that. A company has no legs to stand on if their product or products cannot stand on their own. Those are two very important things. There's a lot of truth in that statement as well, okay? And let me go ahead and I've got some feedback, so I'm muting everybody again. So anyway, as I go through this presentation, think about these two things I just said. Before I jump into this, also, a company is only as strong as the people behind it. So I urge people to really take a look at the partners behind this amazing program. Do your due diligence. Get your information from the horse's mouth, so to speak. You know, I read a lot of things, I see a lot of things, and I kind of giggle and laugh sometimes because I know the partners behind this. I know how honest these gentlemen are. I know about their integrity. I've seen their backgrounds. I know what they've accomplished. And a company is only as good as the people behind the company. And again, you know, what I said on the previous slide and on this slide, there's a lot of truth to it. So let's meet the partners a little bit. Roger Taylor, Trent Walker, Richard Smith, Kevin Wiscombe, and Troy Muhlstein. Guys that have been there, they've done that. There is a lot of experience with these gentlemen. We're going to talk a little bit more about Trent Walker tonight, and one of the reasons being is because when we talk about this card and what this opportunity is, he is a vital piece of this. He's a huge part of this and his technology team, okay? Projects like this just don't happen unless you have the right people in place. So I urge people, don't try to compare this to something else. Don't try to say, hey, this is like this card or that card, because honestly, it's not. This has never been done before. The technology does exist. The people are in place. We've got an amazing, amazing management team, creators. There's also people you won't even hear about tonight, but you will hear about later on as the project develops. There's a whole other side to this thing, the MGM group and that side, the finance side, which is amazing. We'll talk about that when we're closer to the banking side. Until then, I'm going to start out with this video. You guys can hopefully hear this okay. And let me play. Oh, sorry, it's unavailable. That's kind of weird. Okay, never mind. I won't start with video. I'll just talk about the Rev card. So one thing that they mentioned in the video, and we'll talk all about the cards, so don't worry about the video. There's no need to search for coupon codes or shop for deals. RevCard recognizes where you're at and shares relevant offers. Going back to the statement I made, if you save more than you pay, will you continue to pay? In any online business, retention is a killer. Okay, it is really hard to retain your customers, clients, members, whatever you want to call them. You've got to have something that can retain your members. So again, if you save more than you pay, you will have retention. With our product, you can save more than you pay, which is amazing. Okay, and as I go through what this product is and the Rev card, you'll see just why I'm so excited about this. First of all, let's talk about the card a little bit. The card is the size of a debit card, regular debit credit card, has a 1.73-inch OLED touchscreen, dynamic EMV chip, biometric fingerprint reader, charging points, mic, speaker, Bluetooth, all sorts of things. And you're thinking, why? Why does a card need all of that? Well, when we talk about it more in this presentation, you'll see why. Merchant partners, discounts with over 375,000 merchant partners in the United States, over 600,000 hotels, resorts globally to give card users savings on every transaction. This also doubles as a debit card attached to a digital bank. It can store precious metals, cryptocurrency, and fiat. Okay. Also, actual bank members can participate in our charter member program, or they can just be a bank customer, pay $0.00 a month and still make commission. When have you ever heard that before? So many awesome things tied to this project. What is the R network? What is the Rev card? Well, we mentioned digital bank account. This card will be able to be used in the STAR network of banks, which also includes the Plus and the Cyrus networks. More on that in the next slide. It's a smart card. Rev card can store numerous different cards, so you can basically take all of your credit cards, all of your debit cards, every card with a reader on it, and you can put it into this one card. And when you go shopping or do anything, this includes rewards cards, Subway cards, whatever. You can put that, all store that into this one smart card. You go to shop, you click on the screen, you select the card you want to use, and you make that purchase. Okay, I'm going to tell you in a little bit how you can actually make commission every time that happens as well, which is amazing. But that's only one small feature of this card. And that's where people get caught up. They're like, well, how is this different than a smart card? Well, we'll talk about that here in a minute as well. Okay, bank accounts include all aspects of a bank account with the addition of cryptocurrency, again, precious metals, heightened security, revenue sharing on merchant fees, and more. So let's go back to that STAR network. When I talk about the STAR network, what it is, there's a network, worldwide network of ATMs. Anybody within this network can be a part of this program, and we're constantly adding more and more countries to it. When we turn it on Monday, there'll be a list of countries. More countries will be constantly be added and added and added as that list grows. Okay, if you have an ATM in this country, even though we pay you in USD, you can walk over, say you're in the UK or wherever, you put your card in that ATM, you pull the money out, and it will convert to whatever that currency is at that time, okay, whatever the conversion rate is. It does it for you through this network, which is amazing. So anywhere you can see countries that have a Visa or MasterCard, most likely they will be part of this program. So that's really exciting. Excellent to know. And that's all on the finance and the banking side we'll get to here in a minute. What makes a Rev card unique? Well, again, it also doubles as a debit card. It allows card users and bank customers the ability to share revenue on actual merchant fees. So what does that mean? Well, when I go to the store, say I go to Walmart or whatever, and I swipe my card, whether it's a debit or credit card, Walmart or the merchant has to pay a fee to MasterCard, Visa, the bank behind the card, all that kind of stuff. Usually it can be anywhere from 1.5% all the way up to 4%. Okay, they pay that fee. We get a portion of that fee, which is awesome. So in a sense, we kind of become the merchant in that scenario. And again, I'll get into that here in just a minute, still talking about the card itself. This can be a great alternative to sending and receiving money back and forth like you would do with Venmo or PayPal, things of that sort. Card-to-card users, if I have a card and say Alex has a card, I can send Alex money. I can receive money back and forth on these cards, which is awesome as well. Okay, cryptocurrency will be insured at 110%. Fiat or regular money falls under the FDI insurance because you will actually have a bank account. Okay, it is a free account. You can have it and you can use it just like you can any other bank. I get a question, can I do a card loan and mortgage? Yes, anything you can do at a bank, you can do. We will have physical bank locations as well. So it's not just a digital bank. We'll have a few physical locations as well. So when you join this program, you can stand next to the bank and say, hey, here's a bank. Here it is. It exists. And here's my card. Really, really exciting stuff, guys. This is fantastic. Okay, so let's talk about the tech a little bit. I said earlier, in order for a project like this to work, you've got to have the right people behind a project like this. Okay, so Trent Walker, founder and CEO of NetChain2, go ahead and feel free to look up or Google NetChain2. Okay, Trent was referred to as one of the leading payment experts by the Wall Street Journal. He brings 15 years of multifaceted experience from startup companies to operational skill in finance and fintech. Look up fintech. Okay, look up hyper exchange. Look up all of these words. Google this stuff. research what this is. He has over 10 years of payments and finance industry expertise working with many of the world's leading corporations, including Google. Former senior leader in Google's global financial operation. Okay, he's also worked with Facebook, as well as strategic leadership roles within financial services department at Arvado, $6 billion per year FinOps and FinTech division of Bertelsmann. You think Trent and his team know what they're doing? Okay, when people tell you, oh, this is no different than a smart card, do you know what those people are doing? They're just talking. They have no idea. They haven't met the partners. I've met all the partners. They haven't seen the plan. I've seen the plan. They have no idea. They're almost talking out the side of their mouth because they don't know. They're trying to compare this to something that's, they're basically trying to compare this to something that already exists that they're seeing. And they're saying, oh, this is no different than that. You know what? They're wrong. It is different than that. That's what's so exciting about this, guys. When people really grasp the magnitude of what this is and what we're bringing to the market, you're going to have some decisions to make. You can come in at the beginning and see the vision of this and say, you know what, this is amazing. I want to be at the front end of this, okay? Or you can come in later when you see the app that I'm going to talk about here in a minute, or you can wait till the card comes out. You can do whatever, but I can tell you right now, I got in before the mass adoption takes place because I've seen the vision of this. I've met the people behind it. I've seen the plan. I am ecstatic about this, okay? Don't try to compare this to anything else because it's a mistake. Learn from us. Follow us. Come to our Facebook. I'll show you where that is here in a little bit. Talk to your people that have introduced you to this. Get the facts, not just read some article some guy wrote someday knowing about 10% of really what's going on. Get the facts. Come to the source. Learn what we're doing. Research our partners. We're transparent. We're real people. We have real names and real faces. Okay? Get the facts from us. Road to the Rev card. What does $35 a month get you? Well, first, I'm going to talk about the rollout. June 6, 2019, a big day for us. We're going to roll out a discount app. What that is you notice on that one slide here, a few slides back, it said, hey, no need to coupon, to cut coupons out, to upload, to download, all this kind of stuff. It will recognize legitimate offers and it will coupon them for you. It will give you those discounts. So this discount app works just like the card's going to work when we have the card. We're going to start with the app June 6th. If you use the product, most likely you're going to save more than $35 a month or $38 a month. If you use a credit card, we're going to charge a $3 fee because that's our merchant fee. Okay, remember that. Discount app starts February 6th. Once we can take on customers, we will not take on customers until the actual card comes out. You will receive $25 per customer you refer. You will be able to start as a customer at that time. If you wait till then.
How you doing?
If you wait, okay, hold on, let me mute people. Everybody, please mute yourselves so I don't have to keep muting everybody. If you come on the call, please make sure you're muted. So basically, the discount app, $25 for every referred customer and 0.1% every time a customer swipes that debit card. And we'll go into that here later when I get into the compensation plan. Okay. $2.50 per charter member monthly on a 3x10 matrix. I'll explain that as well. But look at this. This is what $35 a month gets you. Now, what I want you to really remember is this. You can save more than $35 by using this product. So if you think about it this way, you use a product, you show your prospects that, hey, this is how much money I'm saving, because these aren't just places that were randomly picked, oh, go get a discount. Okay, these are places that we're linked in and we're able to, whatever item is on sale, you're going to have an app. You're going to be able to go in there. You're going to be able to type in a merchant. You're going to be able to say, hey, I shop here, I shop there, I shop here, I shop there. Look at all of these items on sale. I don't have to upload this coupon. I just have to walk into the store, fill my shopping cart up, go to Ring Out, and then scan the app on my phone, and boom, there's the discount. I save my money. Okay, we can all save more than $35 a month. So knowing that, the commission, that should be an afterthought. The commission is like, okay, I have value in this app. I'm going to have tremendous value in this card, but even in this app, while I'm waiting for the card, I have value in this app. Everything else is secondary. So don't worry about losing people or, all those got yous in old plans. Well, those got yous were there because they didn't have a product that was worth the value that you're paying every single month. That is very vital, is very important. In this program, we've got that product. And the great thing is that merchant list is growing bigger and bigger and bigger. Okay, that's 375,000 number I gave you. That's conservative. I don't even know what the number is right now because it's constantly being updated. We'll know what that number is, okay? Don't ask me to name all 375,000 merchants because it's impossible to do, but get the app, use the app, type in the names of the places you typically shop, and learn where all the savings, and the savings are going to change from day to day, right? Because they might have a sale on this item today and this item tomorrow. And that's great. Just do your regular shopping, save more than you pay, help your members do the same, and then the commission should just be secondary because you've already got your values worth. That's what helps retention. Okay, so let's talk about this a little bit. Bank members. Once the bank rolls out, most likely in July, it looks like, you will be able to become a member of the bank. Okay, and have all of the benefits, and there's going to be more and more information constantly rolling out in this thing right now. We know about the card, we know about the app. I know about a couple other things that I can't talk about tonight, but as they roll out, you will be able to learn more and more about the stuff, okay? You will receive a commission on every bank member you refer, regardless whether you are a charter member or not, which means you can pay the $35 a month. You can make a lot more money on that. You will receive the app, but when you're able to become a customer, when the card rolls out, you can just purchase a card one time and then refer as many customers as you like. And we'll go through this here on the next couple slides. So how does it work? You join the bank as a member and you order your Rev card. The Rev cards will roll out later. Once you can order the Rev card, it's a one-time cost of $99. That's it, right around 99 bucks. That's for charter members. $150 if you just want to be a customer, which means you don't want to build an organization. You may refer people here and there, and that's fine, and you'll make commission on those people. So if you refer a customer, and even if you are a customer, you will receive a commission of $25 when they purchase the card. So $150, you receive $25. But you will also receive approximately 1/10 of 1% every time they purchase an item using that card. Any of your customers, you can refer 500 customers, 1,000 customers, 2 customers, whatever. You will receive $25 per and 1/10 of 1%. Okay. If you become a charter member, it gets better than that. So charter members, you can actually receive commissions off your customers and their customers and theirs all the way down this huge matrix, and I'll get into that as well. Okay, charter member to me is where it's at, because if I can spend $35, I receive this app before the card exists or before it rolls out. The technology is already there. They're just putting everything all together. Before it rolls out, I become a charter member. I get the app. I'm saving money. I can show people I'm saving more than I'm spending. I've got a great business, because now the commission is just a cherry on top. So becoming a charter member, you need to refer 10 bank members to become a charter member, 10 customers. Well, since you can't get 10 customers yet because we don't have the card yet, then you don't have to worry about that. If you get in right now during our pre-launch, you can become a charter member just by paying the $35 a month, or $38 if you're using a credit card, okay? That's it. That's all you have to do to become a charter member. You receive your app. Once you have 10 charter members join, okay, you will unlock all the phases, all the tiers of the compensation plan. Okay, so when it says once you have 10 members join, that doesn't apply yet, because we waive that for anybody that gets in early. There's a lot of incentive to become a charter member now. Okay, so let's talk about that. Let's talk about the matrix. Let's talk about charter members. Every charter member you refer, you unlock a tier in the matrix. What does that mean? Well, look at the chart right here on the bottom left. Tiers 1 through 10. Tier 1, you have 3 members. So if you refer one charter member, even if, say, you get spillover from above, or if people come in or whatever, and you have 3 members there, and your charter member ends up on your second or third tier, your first one, you will receive $10 a month on that person you signed up, okay, on the first 3. $10 a month out of that $35, you receive 10. Then you will receive $2 a month on the 3 members on your first tier because you unlock that tier. If you bring in charter member number 2, you will receive the $2 a month from the 3 members. Then you also receive $2 a month from the 9 members on tier 2. If you bring in a 3rd charter member, you unlock tier 3, so you can receive commission off of 3 members, 9 members, and 27 members. You just add it up. You do not have to complete an entire tier to receive commission. Okay. As soon as somebody's there, it's unlocked, you receive that commission. You don't have to. There's no got shoes in this plan. There's no crazy. There's no binary. There's no weak leg. There's no strong leg. None of that exists in here. Okay. You will receive the app. You will receive the savings. You will most likely save more than you're paying, which is great. You can show those savings to members and say, hey, I've already got a standalone product. Now I've got a compensation plan that's amazing behind this. Okay. There's also incentives as well. If you bring in 10 charter members during the pre-launch period, which is now between now and when the card ships out, you will receive $2.50 a month on each person as opposed to $2. That includes spillover. Those aren't just your people. You receive $10 a month on your first 3 signups, then $2.50 on everybody else, regardless of who brings them in down 10 levels. But it gets better because of dynamic compression, how that works. Now, on top of all of this, when the card comes out, you'll still be receiving the $2.50 a month, but then they're going to add on the swipes. Now, when people are using the card, you're going to make 1/10 of 1% on every single debit purchase. It even gets better than that. This bank, they're saying, thank you for referring all these customers to us. So if this customer, for some reason, they decide, hey, I want to get a mortgage through this bank. Well, you'll also receive 1/10 of 1% on their mortgage payment every month as well, which is really awesome. Okay, and there may be some other gems that, I know there's other gems coming down the line, but I can't say what they are, but there'll be numerous ways to earn income on this. Okay, one thing we talk about a lot, we do not make income claims. We do not tell people how much money we make. We brag about how much money we save. We take pride in how much money we save our customers and save our members by using the product. We don't talk about, if I make $50,000 a month, I'm not going to come out and say, hey, I made $50,000 last month. In fact, if you do that, we kick you out of the program. Okay, we don't make those money claims. We don't do that kind of stuff. This is a very professional business dealing with banks, dealing with guys that have been around a long time, very reputable gentlemen, and we want to keep this very reputable, okay, very clean. We're very serious about what we've done. This is an amazing program. I don't see anything like it out there, okay, and so let's keep it that way. Let's keep it professional. Let's keep it great for everybody, okay. Let's talk about the comp plan a little bit more in detail. How does this fill? This is an auto-fill matrix. You get paid on every single member in there. Again, there's no weak leg, there's no strong leg, there's no got shoes. This is how it fills. If the first person is placed underneath you, whether you bring him in, you refer them, or somebody else, they go to your far left. The second person goes right in the middle. Third person goes to your far right. Fourth person goes directly left of your far right. You can see it here. The fifth person goes in the middle. Sixth person goes on the left. Seventh goes on the left again. Eighth in the middle. Ninth on the right. 10th right. 8th middle. 10th right. 11th middle. 12th left. It fills in evenly, so it keeps your team even. It'll just fill this in. All you need to worry about is getting your 10 members. Again, what's the killer in network marketing? It's retention. If they're saving more than they're paying, so what if it takes them a month or two to get 1 or 2 people, or 3 or 4 or 5 people, or what if it takes them 5 months or 6 months? If they're saving more than they're paying, they're not going anywhere, okay? That's why I always tell people, we lead with the product. We're proud of this product. The product's constantly going to get better. We're adding more and more merchants, so their ability to save even increases. And again, these are, franchises. These are big box stores. These are places people shop. It's not just Joe's something here or there. Okay, we are creating a massive marketplace to save. And there's a lot of nice nuggets coming down the line, and we'll share with you what those are. Now, even more amazing about this is dynamic compression. So this is something that's hard for a lot of people to grasp. So I will try to explain it as much as I possibly can. There will be people that get 10 people very quickly. There will be people that it takes some time to get 10 people, and that's fine. Okay, for those who unlock all 10 tiers, they will receive payments below 10 levels. It's going to happen. Because think of a little microcosm on each level. Say, for example, your second tier, you have 9 members across, right? That's 9 lines going up and down, north and south, just 9 lines, okay? In order for you to not be paid on levels deeper than 10, you would have to have 10 people in that exact line that have 10 people below them. Or this guy needs to get his 10, he needs to get his 10, she needs to get her 10, 10, 10. You have to have 10 people have 10 directly in that line, on that little microcosm, okay? If that doesn't happen, you will get paid on those runaway lines below 10 levels. Think about that on level 1. There's 3 lines going down. Level 2, 9 lines, 27, 81, 243. If you get out there and you're a go-getter and you get your 10, do not be surprised if you get a check and you were paid on your 50th level, your 50th tier, because the system's going to ask questions. It's going to say, hey, here's the $2.50 or whatever it is. Are you tier 1 qualified? No. Okay, I skip you. Goes up to the next person. Are you tier 1 qualified? No, I skip you. Are you tier 1 qualified? Yes, I pay you. The next question, are you tier 2 qualified? No. Okay, I skip you. If the next person, yes, okay, I pay you. Its system's got to pay up 10 tiers no matter what. Here's the beauty of it. It doesn't matter if you're on the top, you're in the middle, you're somewhere on this thing. The way that this fills, you don't need to be on the top of this to make the money like you do a lot of other plans, because everybody gets paid the same. It's $2 on any spillover, $2 on anybody you bring in outside the first 3. You make $10 plus the 2 on them, and then everybody else is 2. Unless you unlock all 10 tiers, and it's $2.50 on each one. As it auto fills, it doesn't matter who brings them in, it's going to pay up those levels. It actually behooves you to be underneath a few people who are working this program, because then you can get that spillover. If you're at the very top like I am, I'll be honest with you, I trade a lot of people's spots because I don't get any spillover. Zero. None of everything. Oh, you're at the top of this, you're going to get all the spillover. No, I'm not. I'm not. Okay? But I work very hard. I create spillover. Okay? I create it. My team creates it. We have a lot of mammoths in this thing. Okay? We teach, we develop, we teach you, hey, you get your 10. Focus on the product. Use the product. Prove that you are saving more than you're paying to make sure your retention is really high. Use the product. Fall in love with it. When I market this, I'm going to market the product. I'm not marketing the compensation plan. I'm marketing the product because it's a very strong product. When that card comes out, oh my goodness. Now it's even a more amazing product. Because I've got this app, now it's this card, and this card is going to be a heck of a lot more. You know, they were talking in the meeting the other day about basically anything you can pretty much do on your cell phone, you can do in this card. The technology exists. Everything else is just hardware. Don't be surprised when you see features on this card that are going to blow your minds, guys. Don't make this mistake to compare this to something else, because you know what? It's not something else. These guys, you know, Trent and his team, these guys aren't beginners. They've been around a long time. They know what they're doing. What they're creating is substantial. It's amazing. To be on the front end of something like this, wow. That's all I can say. Wow, I'm excited every day. So let's kind of recap a little bit, okay? You become a member, enjoy the benefits. You make a commission on every member you refer. You can become a charter member with 10 members. Again, you don't need that in pre-launch. You don't need that until the card comes out. So anybody that becomes a charter member now, just by paying the $35 or 38, you know, again, if they use a credit card, then you're a charter member, and that applies for all your people as well. That's waived. That's why now is the time to get in. Okay, very important. Okay, you will receive an additional 50 cents per charter member if you get your 10. We went through that. Members monthly if you refer 10 charter members during the pre-launch phase. You are paid weekly on all charter member fees and initial card purchases. Okay, we don't purchase the card yet, but on the charter member fees, you get paid every week. Okay, you will get paid on when they start using the card and they're making the swipes, you'll get paid once a month on the Friday closest to the 15th. So you get paid basically 5 different times a month. Okay, every week on your charter member fees and then once on the swipes. Okay, bonus, this is what's really, really cool. There will be bonuses paid to those who reach certain levels of member savings, not how much you made, not how much your members made, how much they saved. You will receive bonuses based off of member team savings, and members will be able to participate in core activities to earn money that he or she can use to purchase a card, pay charter member fees, or anything he or she would like. Okay, more on that later, but you know what, let me touch on core just a little bit. Compensation on real efforts. What does that mean? It means if I am somewhere and I just cannot come up with $35, I can get on this program for free. I can sign up for free. I can come in about a month or so. This will be available to everybody. They can get in there, basically do sweat equity, earn points, redeem those points for money, and use that money to become a charter member. How cool is that? Anybody can do this program. This is for everybody. It's called Our Network because we want everybody to be able to be a part of this, to be in front of this technology that is going to change a lot of things, to put it mildly. Okay, this is extremely exciting, guys. And on that core, you'll be watching videos, you can do surveys, you can do all sorts of stuff. But basically, it's sweat equity to receive the money to be able to pay to get in. Okay, so let's talk about the rollout. This will roll out in phases like anything else. Phase 1, links, back office, official corporate video for card. They're placed on the matrix. You cannot lose your position. It's going to be a blockchain matrix here eventually in a couple months where you're just locked in. That means nobody could ever steal your team. They can't do anything. 100% transparency. There's 2 sides to this. There's a marketing side, and there's a finance side, and there's a Chinese firewall in between the 2. Okay? This is exceptional. So everything will be stored on the blockchain. Fully transparent. The way you're paid, everything. Okay? I highly, highly, highly recommend getting in early so you can lock that position. You can start saving on that app. You can use that app to lead with that app and say, hey, this is what I'm doing. I have had conversations with people. I've led with the app. I've had a lot of people say, geez, I'd pay $35 just for that app, just to save the money, because the average savings on it exceeds $35. That's the beauty of it, and you can prove it to yourselves and others by using it and showing it. So I'm actually on our Facebook page. I'm going to create a post, and I'm going to invite you guys to share your testimonials when you use the app, and I want to see how much money you're saving. That is exciting, to be able to save more than you spend, and then turn around and commission could just be secondary. When have you ever heard that in networking? You haven't. Okay, or if you can save at certain places, there's a couple places that, oh, I might be able to save here, but there are places you may not even normally shop at. Again, that's why you can't compare this to anything else. It's so much bigger and better. It's amazing. Okay, then what happens after June? Okay, we get the discount app, the discount program goes live. We make commissions pay in June. Okay, so KYC process, know your customer. In July, right around July, that's when we can start the bank. We will have physical locations for the bank. So all these guys out there saying, oh, there's not going to be a bank. Yes, there's going to be banks, and there's going to be physical locations. Again, get it from the source. Come to the source for the information. Research us. We're not afraid. Our names are out there. You know who we are. Come to us. Come to the source. Phase 4, receive the Rev card. Rev card won't be ready till about January 6, 2020, Rev card. Okay, before that, we will have the app, everything else, additional products and services rolling out prior to the card. Card launches January 6, 2020. That's when the swipes come into place. That's where all that stuff comes in. I'd say get ahead of the avalanche, because I'm telling you, once that card goes live, then I think that's where the masses really start coming in, because that's where the customer base can be built. We have strategy sessions. We have ways to market this thing. We're going to be releasing 7 to 9 videos per week for you to use. You're going to have a little back office. We're going to put the videos in there. We're going to put PDFs in there. We're going to put all sorts of stuff. We're asking a lot of members, don't create all your own marketing material. Let corporate do it. They have very good people working with them. So on here, I even noticed a typo here. It's July 2019, not July 2020. So I got to fix that. But really study this stuff. Study up on fintech. Study up on hyper exchange. Look at all of this stuff, and you might get an idea of what this is and what we're offering to everybody. It is phenomenal. Last slide here. This is the link to our website. I'm recording this call so you can get on there and you can look at the link and everything. You can get on our Facebook team and get with the person who invited you. That team, there's a pinned post. That is a post at the very top. If you read the pinned post, it goes through the program. It takes you to a files section. Everything is, there's no need to scroll down. You do not have to scroll down and looking for anything. Okay. These calls are put in those file sections in our YouTube channel. The links are all in there. I have got 2 people working with me on that. They do a phenomenal job. So, you know, it's all right there at your fingertips, guys. You can learn this inside and out, frontwards and backwards, just by reading that pinned post, scrolling down to the bottom of it. And as more information comes out, we share it. Now, obviously, on Monday when it launches, you'll have your own back office. Corporate's going to be sharing a lot of information. They do constant. They have meetings all the time. They've got another meeting a week from tomorrow. So, you know, watch for the announcement on that in our Facebook group. So anyway, a lot of support that you guys have. So with that, I'm going to go ahead and allow a few questions. I would like to wrap up in about 5 or 10 minutes so I can get you guys back to your evenings. So feel free, if anybody has any questions, to go ahead and unmute yourself kind of one at a time and then ask questions, and I'll answer what I can.
John, hi, it's Candace Keller. How you doing?
Good.
Just a quick question on the bank accounts, the KYC process in July of this year, not next year.
Right.
So in July, will we all know the name of the bank by then?
Yes. Yeah, we're going to know the name of the bank. So okay, let me explain. So we went out and acquired some banks. So obviously, while we're making the acquisitions of these banks, we're not going to tell people which banks we're purchasing. That's just not going to happen, right? And so during that process, so that's why we don't have a name of the bank, because we had to acquire banks. Now there's a big group behind this that we will announce as well. So yes, with the banks, we'll have physical branches, we'll have everything, and so everybody's going to know those names and all of that stuff. So yes, that all rolls out right around July.
Okay, thanks.
Yep.
Hey, John, this is Alan in California.
Yes.
A great job presentation, sir. My question would be, when the app comes out, and actually the card comes out following in, I guess, January, are they obviously going to complement each other and not replace one another?
Right. So you can still have the app. Now the card will have everything the app has in it. It's just going to have a whole lot more, right? So, but the discount rewards and all that will be in the app, and the app's going to constantly have things added to it. So between now and when the card comes out, don't be surprised when you see additional products and services roll out on top of the app, because we want our charter members to have so many benefits. We don't want any charter member to leave because it takes them a little while to get another charter member. We want them to have money value added services, right? And so we want them to see, hey, my $35 is more than worth it. We have a tremendous amount of value. And so we'll constantly add more stuff to that app. But yes, when that card comes out, that card could replace the app. And, you know, again, there'll be several. I can't really go into everything the card's going to have on it because I'm not allowed to. But it's a heck of a lot more than a smart card. Let's just leave it at that.
Awesome job, man. All right, thank you so much.
Hey, John.
Hey, John.
John, this is Robert. How are you?
Good.
Hey, I have a quick question. I signed up in the back on the site, but I don't know if I got my referral code.
Okay, so when the system comes up on Monday, we can check all of that. So what I would do is I just send a ticket in and ask them about that. And so they would have sent you an email. It could have gone to spam or whatever. If you didn't receive an email once the system's on Monday, then they can go ahead and, you know.
Yeah, I think I did receive an email, but I don't know if it was a verification email or with the code or what.
Yeah, the email you received should have your code in it.
Oh, okay.
So just check that email. If they did receive you an email, that should be your referral code and everything.
All right, thanks, John. I appreciate all you do.
Yeah, no problem.
Hey, John.
Hey,
Yes.
John, this is Jerry. You said that we are going to get paid in June, but we
Yes.
don't do the KYC until July. So you're saying we'll get paid before doing the KYC?
Right, because so think about it this way. The app, the discount app, June 6th. The product, everything June 6th. So we'll have the charter member fees, the $10, the $2, the $2.50, all that. That will pay out in June. The bank customer side, when we can sign up customers to the actual bank, that comes out in July. But we've already delivered a product, we already have the subscription fees for that product in June, so they want to pay you out in June. So we'll get payouts in June, but we'll actually be able to join the bank itself in July and then have those additional benefits in the bank, and what they'll roll out, what the fees are, like if you want this, if you want this service or that service, all that stuff will roll out, and that's on top of the discount card and everything like that.
Hey, John.
Yeah.
Yeah. Listen, when you first started the program, we got a link from our sponsor, okay? And I guess we were supposed to get that link and this transfer it down to our team, or are we supposed to wait for our own link in order to transfer that to our team?
Okay, so I missed some of that because I was getting some background noise off your line. So, okay, repeat that. Sorry about that.
Okay. All right. Whenever we started, okay, we received a link from our sponsor. Okay.
Yes.
Okay, that's the link that I was using to send out to my team. Okay. Should I have waited until I received my own link before I sent the link out to my team, or should I?
Right. Because you want to use your link so your members are linked to you.
That's what I thought.
Yep.
So roughly, once this thing gets going again, how long is it going to take us to receive our link?
Right after you sign up. So as soon as you're in, it'll just email you your link. So once you've paid and registered, it'll email you your link.
Okay, so the ones that I've already sent the link out, my sponsors, like I said, I've already sent that out to, people on my team, and they signed up. So they signed up underneath that link, which was actually my sponsor's link. Is that correct?
If they did, if that's what happened. If you don't send them your link, they'll go under whoever's link you.
Okay, all right. So once I get my link, how am I going to be able to fix this situation?
I would just email support and give them a list of those names, and do it that way.
Okay, thank you.
Hey,
So-
John,
Yeah, I've got
John,
time for one more question. Go ahead.
Okay, can I ask it real quick, John?
Yes.
Has it been determined how people outside of the U.S. will be paid their commissions once the commission runs start?
Yeah, I'm not sure because I don't know the technical side. The best way to answer that is we've got Trent Walker, who's a world global leader in payments, and he's done world payment. And so I don't know exactly how they do that on that, just because that's not my end of it. I can certainly ask. So I don't know if that's going to be a wire, a check, a Bitcoin, right? I don't know yet. So I'll find that out and I'll let you know as soon as I know.
Thanks.
But I know they do have a solution for that. I just don't know what it is yet.
Thank you.
All righty, guys.
Will we get videos for the discount app?
Yes, there'll be a demo for the discount app before the app comes out. And so there'll be videos, there'll be all sorts of marketing materials. Again, 7 to 9 videos a week, several different PDFs. They're going to upload a lot of those into your microsites and everything. So you'll have more than enough to market with. You can kind of pick and choose what you like and run with that. So, all righty,
John,
guys.
I have one question. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
This is Elaine Curl Turner. I'm not sure if Dan and me or Dan Nobles was asking the same question that I'm trying to ask. Okay, the link that we were given the other day when we had that 24-hour period where we were able to enroll people, is that the same link that we're going to be able to use to continue to enroll our people, or are we going to get a completely new enrollment link?
Well, yeah, it's the same link. So whatever your link was, it's the same link you're gonna
Okay.
still have.
Okay, wonderful. Thank you.
Alrighty. So, but I better run, guys. I'll let you guys go. I don't want to keep you more than 45 minutes. So, if you have any more questions, go ahead and go to our Facebook group, post them on that. We'll get back to you as soon as possible. I want to thank everybody for coming out tonight. I'm going to go ahead and post this video on there as well. So everybody have a great night.
Thanks, John.
Thank you, John.
All right, bye-bye.
Thanks, John. Have a good